Okay? Lesson 5.4. We're going to write in slope-intercept form, and we will graph an equation from slope-intercept form. So last video we learned about slope, and we've already learned about our intercepts as well. Think about those football players. It's where it intersects. You have a y-intercept and you have an x-intercept. Okay? For slope-intercept form, y-intercept is going to be the one that we focus on. Okay? It's going to get a special name. Here we go. Slope-intercept form. The big deal right here. Y equals mx plus b. And I've labeled for you what each piece means. So please take a moment and copy this down. Okay? We know that m is equal to the slope. We will find out today that the y-intercept is represented by the letter b. I honestly have no idea why it's called b. Probably because y was already taken. Okay? So b is equal to the y-intercept. And then x and y. These are going to become important later. Right now they're just going to stay x and y, but you need to know that it's just a value of an ordered pair. So, like if I had the ordered pair 1 and 3, okay, well that's my x value, which could go there, and my y value is 3. So that's all that is, okay? But for now, x and y are going to stay constant. All right, here we go. We have to graph. We're going to do graph to an equation first. So here I'm given a graph, and my end goal is going to have something that looks like y equals mx plus b. Okay? It's going to look in this form. That's why y is at the bottom. But first I need to find m, and I need to find b. Okay? We have a formula for m. What is that? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Very good. And in order to do that, we need to get two ordered pairs. So let's get them. This is -2, comma, -1. -2, comma, -1. Okay, and this one is 2, comma, 1. All right, I'm going to do it. I want you to pause and you to calculate the slope on your own. Okay, 2, comma, 1, and then I have -2, comma, -1. We need to label x and y, and this is 1, and this is 2. All right, so we have -1 minus 1 over -2 minus 2. I'm plugging it into my y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, -1 minus 1, well, that's going to give me -2. -2 minus 2, that's going to give me -4. Now, look at this. What type of slope does this have, positive or negative? It's positive because it's going up and to the right. A negative divided by a negative is a what? It's a positive, so I end up with positive 2 over 4. But hold the phone. Can we simplify 2 over 4? Yes, we can, to 1/2. So the slope of this equation is 1 over 2. And watch this. Can I go up 1 over 2? 1, 2. Do I land on that line? Yes, I do. Go up 1 over 2. Do I land on the line? Yes, I do. It's just a direction, okay? All right, let me erase some of this stuff real quick. Okay. Now we got to look at the y-intercept, okay? Look at this graph and figure out where does this graph hit the y-axis. Well, this is my y-axis. Where are they intersecting? Right here. What point is that? 0. So now we have m and b. I told you y and x are going to stay constant for now, so let's plug them in. Y equals, what's m? 1/2, we attach our x, plus 0. That's it. Now, because you're such an awesome algebra student, do we need to add 0? Does that change it at all? No. So we want to write y equals 1/2. And let me show you that. Ooh, there it is. Okay? All right, let's fix this. All right, there we go. Okay? Let's do another one, another graph to equation. Here we go. Got to find m, better find slope. Got two ordered pairs. I have, let's see, 1, comma, -1. Oops, 1, comma, -1. This one is 0, comma, 1. Now, you pause and you calculate slope on your own, and I'm going to do it over here. So let's see, 0, comma, 1. 1, comma, -1. This is x, this is y, this is 1, This is 2. All right, so y2, negative 1 minus y1, which is 1, over x2, 1 minus 0, 1 minus 0. Negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. 1 minus 0, 1. Can I simplify negative 2 over 1? Does that divide evenly? Yes, it does. So what is the slope of this line? Negative 2. That means I can go down 2, 1, 2, and to the right, 1, and I land on the line. Let's do it again. 1, 2, and over 1, I land on the line. Y-intercept. Where does this line hit the y-axis? What is this point right here? It's 1. That's the order of it right here. It hits it at the first line, which is 1. So, in terms of y equals mx plus b, we have m. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. All we did was fill in our parts for y equals mx plus b. So now that we have a graph and we can write the equation from it, we need to do the reverse. We need to be able to take the equation and graph it. So let's do that here. Let me get this tool, and here we are. We have a graph. I would always start with the y-intercept. What is the y-intercept for this equation? Good. It's negative 6. Okay, that's going to be our b. That's always your starting point. So on my y-axis, I can go down to negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my first dot. Okay, I only need 2 to graph the line. All right, what's the slope of this line? 2/3. Okay, so that's my m. That means I have to rise how many, run how many? Rise 2, run 3. Very good. So from this point, 1, 2, and then I run 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me get my line here. Let's see how we got that. Okay, and I can connect the dots. There we go. We've taken the equation and we've graphed it. Okay, let's do another one. Here we go. Y equals 3x plus 1. Let's label m and b first. M is my slope. B is my y-intercept. Which one did I tell you I want you to start with? M or B? Good. You got to start with B. That's your starting point, your y-intercept. Where are we hitting the y-axis at? 1. Now this just says 3, so I'm going to rise 3, but how many do I run? Well, can I put any whole number over that does not change its value? 1. So 3 over 1. So I'm going to rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to run 1. And I could actually keep going. 1, 2, 3 over 1. I could do another one. 1, 2, 3 over 1. I could go backwards. Down 1, 2, 3 over 1. I'll stop now. Then you just connect the dots. Because you don't need any more than just 2 ordered pairs. But I wanted to show you how it worked. Okay? And your line would definitely be straighter. Okay? All right, I'm going to do one more. Last one. Y equals 2x. Well, 2x, the one attached to x, is that m or b? That's m. What's my b? I don't have a b. Where do I start? What's the center of the coordinate plane? 0. If you have no b, the starting place is 0. Now I know I can go up 2 and over how many? Good. Up 2 over 1. 1, 2 over 1. And I won't do any more than just 2. Spare you that. Then you can connect the dots. Alright? And there's your line. You have done both equation to graph and graph to equation. The big thing you need to walk away is y equals mx plus b. This is slope-intercept form. We have our slope, we have our intercept. You can see how they got the name. Okay? So please make sure that you have this down in your notes. And we just need to know what each piece means, because if we don't know what it means, we're not going to be able to utilize it. Okay? And we'll practice this tomorrow.